90% of churches in America are under 60 people. The financial burden for pastors in small churches is immense.
We've been pastors at the Vineyard Church for going on 6 years.
We're actually third generation pastors, and I remember as a little girl watching my dad pastor and all this ministry that we were involved in, and I remember my mom going to work full time. I just remember being really sad that my mom couldn't be at my games or couldn't take me to practice or wasn't home when I got home. I know my parents were doing the best they can, but in my mind, that kind of set a precedence for what I did not want. And I remember saying, if I'm ever married to a pastor, I will never work full time. I want to pastor with my husband. I remember one day I was at work and I got almost like a regret came over me. And I thought, oh my goodness, like I'm literally doing what I said I wouldn't do. I'm working full time so that we could have medical coverage while my husband moves on with ministry without me. And I was so overwhelmed with just grief. That's the only word I could come up with. Sorry. With CHM, I have the freedom to walk alongside my husband in ministry. I don't have to go one way and he go the other. We can walk together, and it gives us freedom. It gives us basically autonomy. I can go where God wants me to go, when God wants me to go, and I can take this CHM family with me, and I don't have to basically fit into the world's box in order to serve God.
We help take care of each other. You know, like the church takes care of people when they're down, and then when they're up, they'll help the people that are down. And that's the whole story of the Christian Healthcare Ministries. That's what they do.
Before we signed up with CHM, we did have some concerns because I have a pretty rare heart condition called ARVD. I was having chest pain. I was throwing all kinds of weird rhythms on the EKGs, and we weren't really sure what was happening. They ended up diagnosing me with this heart condition, and it's not treatable. You can't medicate for it. You can't operate. So they diagnosed me on a Wednesday, and by Thursday morning, I had a defibrillator pacemaker put in. So that kind of adds a little bit of an extra concern for us when it comes to ongoing medical expenses. When our friends started telling us about Christian healthcare ministry, I remember just almost feeling this sense of relief because there was hope. Even though I already have this condition, CHM is going to walk me through 1 year at a time with different sharing programs, eligibility as far as the medical expenses go in a very short amount of time that I'm able to take part of the maximum eligibility of the sharing program. And that is huge for us because everybody knows the words pre-existing conditions in this world is a pretty scary thing. But with CHM, it's like, okay, they've got me, they've got me. And so I highly encourage, ask your questions.
Really takes a lot of weight off knowing that we have people around us who want to help and are willing to share in our stresses or struggles if they come along.
When we write our check and we send in our share amount, we are investing in other Christians. We're a part of something bigger than an insurance company. We're a part of something bigger than even a medical community. We're a part of the family of God, and I look at it like I'm investing in somebody else's life. They're also investing in mine. Our decisions are not based off of medical coverage. Our decisions are based off of the will of God. And CHM gives us the freedom to do that.